Hola y buenos días, ¿cómo están? I am here up in the mountains again, one of my favorite places to come. It is the first full moon of the year 2023. It is a Friday. It's January 6th. It's also El Día de los Tres Santos Reyes, the Day of Three Kings, when the three kings brought the offerings to baby Jesus. It is also, because it's a Friday, it is also the day of Lakshmi, the Hindu goddess of wealth and prosperity and beauty. Uh, it's the day of Venus, the goddess of beauty. And it is a day that I am also completing a 40-day fast, a 40-day hard karma fast. The hard karma fast, the 40-day hard karma fast is a time when you don't eat between sunrise and sunset. Now listen to me very closely. This is very important for us to know and understand. When you have a very, very tough situation going on in your life and you have done everything you know to do, then you have to really look towards the spiritual forces. Of course, everything begins in the spiritual realm first, then it materializes in the material world. So when you have a tough situation, you may need to activate higher forces. And with the hard karma fast, I've activated the medicine Buddha. I have to pray for 40 days each day. 21 times I pray the Ushnisha Vijaya Dharani, which is a very long Sanskrit prayer, the prayer of greater miracles. And it takes 45 minutes to get through the whole thing. So that's a major commitment. And when you are doing this and you're activating the higher forces, because I was activating the higher forces, I was activating the medicine Buddha, and my ancestors, I activated my ancestors. I activated the goddess Oshun, who I'm her daughter. And even with the goddess Oshun, I presented an offering. Today I released the offering up in the mountains. I was looking for the source of the water. And so I was able to release that offering to her with my petitions. I seriously upped my offerings to the ancestors, and it has been a pretty profound time, a pretty profound time. So today at sunset is the completion of my 40-day hard karma fast. I will say my 21 times the Ushnisha Vijaya. I will present an offering to the ancestors and to the medicine Buddha, and I'm going to be celebrating and eating a very delicious meal, part of which I will offer to the ancestors and to the medicine Buddha. So that's what I've been doing. I'm very excited to say that I've had a major healing, some very deep physical healing, went down to the blood. I don't want to go into it too much now because then this will be a long video. But I had an infection in my tooth and it was just not going away. And then finally I found a very good dentist, very good endodontist. And what would have cost me like $4,000 or $5,000 in the US just cost me, maybe $350 here to get it done and go deep and clean that out. Hallelujah. So my whole body just readjusted and realigned because of that. So that's number one. Number two, I had a lot of emotional healing, a lot of deep emotional healing that, it went way back to the time I was even a toddler when someone stole out of my ears, and they stole gold earrings out of my ears, my gold chain, my gold ring, gold bracelet. And so I had healing of all the people who had caused me harm throughout my life from the time I was a toddler. And they came before me one by one during these prayers, and I was able to release them. I mean, supernaturally release them. I didn't even know about, didn't even remember or know about some of these people. So that happened. I had very deep releasements during the night season between 1:30 and 5, because I was activating the releasement meditation through Master Gibson, Master Asarya, a releasement meditation that releases any trauma that I have experienced. It releases and clears that trauma physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, because trauma doesn't just affect the body. It affects the mind, emotions, the body, and spiritual. So that happened, and there's so much more that's happened. An ancestor, and this was a huge piece, an ancestor 4 generations back on my mother's side, a female ancestor showed up and started having a conversation with me and telling me what she went through from the time she was 11 years old. And so I was able to have this conversation and restore her and bring her into a different level of the elevation of her soul, because these ancestors will hang out around you. So if you're having some problems and challenges in your life, it might just be your ancestors who are trying to get your attention, or they are causing chaos in your life. So I'm going to keep this video short because I don't want to go too far into the time. But if you are having challenges in your life or in your family that are difficult, you've done everything you know to do, you're a good person, and but yet there's these things that are still happening, that might be ancestral interference and maybe some curses. I'm going to encourage you to reach out to me. By the grace of God, I know how to clean that up. He'll, clean that up, get those ancestors settled. It might be an attaching spirit. It may not even be one of your ancestors, just might be an attaching spirit. I had an attaching spirit. It was my ancestor who was still trying to find her way back to the light. So if you need some help, reach out to me. I'm going to have all my information in the description. And I want to say, I bless you. I bless you. If you need some help with a fasting to get the breakthrough, reach out, okay? This is really powerful stuff, and we're going into this new year, and we really, 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 really want to make sure that we take care as much as we can. Who wants an attaching spirit? And most of us have it. It's easy for them to attach. Blessings to you. Thank you for watching and listening. Ciao.